Well, it's officially confirmed now. We received a new great one. In fact, the great one is going to be the red deer. Now, a lot of us thought it was going to be the fallow, and to be perfectly honest, I was actually hoping deep down inside that it just might be the red deer. So, since it is going to be the red deer, we're going to be going out here trying to get as many nice stags as we possibly can. Now, if we find like small or medium-sized ones, we'll probably just bust out the TheHunter Magnum and let it go to work. There was another one out in the front. He's also pretty small as well. But again, we'll let that old 300 completely miss. But the follow-up definitely got him. So he's not going far after that, I'll tell you that. Yeah, the 300 works really well if you want to take down these red deer without tracking them tons. And honestly, a lot of times you'll just get like a bunch of medium to kind of like small stags, and you just want to get them down as quick as possible because otherwise you're going to be tracking them, especially if you're using the 30-06 or like the M1. That one right there almost looks like a piebald, doesn't it? Holy. I kind of forgot we still had the 300 Magnum on us. But either way, it worked perfect because it was a female, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that might be a rare piebald. I haven't seen one in a while. A lot of times they're kind of confusing because the coloring variation on them, they look a little bit rare, but either way, let's go find out. Oh, look, they're all laying right here. One right here, and then the other stag, I believe, is down over there. Nice double lung at 237. And here's a female. It was not a rare, it was just a common. And this one we shot at 246 yards out, liver and stomach shot, but it went down super fast because we used the 300 Magnum. Now with the 30-06, you'd be tracking that thing quite some ways, let me tell you what. Well, now that's actually pretty interesting. I just fast traveled to this nearby tent here to change the time back to 5 o'clock in the morning, and we got a call from a stag right over here. So before we change the time, I'm gonna actually go over there and see if we can't figure out where the stag is at. It called somewhere over here, so I would imagine it's probably either resting or eating right now, and I don't know where, but I'm pretty excited because this is a whole new area that we haven't really covered. So let's get out there and see how it looks. So we came over to where that stag should have been, and we found a wolf track here. That means that this wolf basically scared off the stag. So now we gotta try and figure out where he went. And hopefully he calms down. Oh my god, I think they're right in front of us. I just looked up and saw a massive herd of red deer, maybe 80 yards right in front of us. I am not seeing any stags at this point, but we definitely know there's one out there somewhere. Just a matter of where. Well, that sounds about right. A super tiny stag, level 4. Is just sitting out there bedded at about 60 yards out from us. And I do believe that's probably the only one out there with this massive herd of females. You know what? I got an idea. That was not a very good idea. I cannot even believe that they just took off like that. Just like that, they're all gone. Okay. Well, you know what is cool though? Is that we have a new spot here where the red deer feed. Alright, so I went over and decided to look for blood. And we hit something. I don't know what we hit, but we got hunting pressure here. And I didn't shoot anything except for we tried to hit that one on the run. We didn't get him because he's standing right there. So unless there was 2 level 4s, I really don't know what to tell you at this point. And honestly, it doesn't really matter that much because whatever, we got another one down. So we're gonna take this stag here with the 300 Magnum because it's only level 4. And I just want to take him just to get him down. Although that's gonna be a tough shot there, right through the brush. We're going for it, and there he lays right there. But check this out, guys. We hit something on the run right here, and I don't even know what we hit. We must have hit like one of the females or something. I mean, I don't know. I just took a shot as it was running, and there's blood here, and there's hunting pressure. It's a female. So apparently we took a shot at that stag running at about 80 yards out and we hit a female. So we're gonna go track it down. You know what? We're gonna go track it down. But first we're gonna go over here and pick up this stag that we just took down with the 300 Magnum. Quite interesting though. We tried to hit this one and we hit another one. That is quite interesting. So I'm looking forward to finding out what we hit. I mean, I know it's a female, but I'm actually looking forward to finding out like where we hit it and kind of, you know, the whole process, because we got blood here. All right, we got more blood here. We got tracks there, and there lays our female red deer that we weren't even trying to hit. That's not even a bad shot. We got vertebrae. Look at that shot. Can you imagine if that was a stag? It would have been an awesome shot. That's a pretty sweet shot. 96 yards on the run, and we hit her in the vertebrae. I'll take it. So again, here's where we were, over here by Lago Javier, and they were actually feeding right here from 1300 until 1730. So that's pretty cool because we had stags over here, and now we have some here feeding. The next location I want to go is really good for stags, and that is way over here on the west side. Right down here, this little lake is excellent for stags. And I think what I want to do is actually try and find the location where they feed over here, because they gotta feed here somewhere. If they drink here, that means they gotta feed here somewhere as well. I found him. There they are out there. That right there is definitely a piebald red deer. It's only a female, but it's definitely a rare. So last time we thought we found a rare, it wasn't. This time we definitely found a rare. And what's cool about this is I found them way out here feeding out in this meadow here. In fact, I'll show you. So I went down over here and I did find a red deer feeding, but it was only one female. And then I went over here and found another lone female. So those two spots there were a major bust. And then I went over here and now we found a massive herd, including a rare female red deer. And if we could somehow get a shot off on this 6 here, it would be perfect. So I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna bust out again the 300 Magnum. We'll zero in for 300. We're gonna crouch down and we're gonna attempt to take down all 3 of these red deer. All right, here we go. I think we made it happen. I think we made it happen. Might not have gotten the 5. No, we missed the 5. But we definitely got the other 2. So I wasn't actually sure if that other one was going to come back or not, that level 5. And all of a sudden I looked over here and I found an even bigger one. That's a pretty massive level 6 stag out there. And he's 300 yards away right there. Quartering away just a bit. But honestly, I feel like the 300 Magnum should be able to have that covered. All right, let's crouch down and try and put one right in there. It's actually a pretty tough shot because he's quartering so much that we literally have to hold it right on his hind quarter to make this shot happen. So I'm going to try and slide over as much as possible to be able to make this happen. I mean, it should have been good. Yeah, we got him. Okay, cool. We definitely got him. Alrighty, let's go over there and go have a look. So I know we definitely got 3 down. We took down that first level 6 in the beginning, and then we took down the rare piebald, and we just took down another level 6. I do believe we might have hit that other one as well. So I want to check for blood, because if we hit him with the 300 Magnum, even if we hit it bad, it should definitely go down. All right, so here's our stag down right here. I don't know for sure where that piebald went, but I know it shouldn't have went too far. So let's pick this one up. This is the one we took down with the 300 Magnum. And nice double lung shot at 321 yards. In fact, that was kind of a perfect shot there. A 150, so he's quite a bit too small to be a gold anyways. Got blood here. That's from the piebald. So we did get the piebald. Now we just got to track it down. It's actually quite difficult to pick up these tracks here. Where is she though? I feel like we should be able to see her if she ran this way. All right, let's have a look at our rare piebald red deer. That's pretty cool. Let's pick her up. And got a vertebrae shot. You know what? I remember when we took that shot, I held it right on the spine because we didn't get a ton of time to take that follow-up. So as I held across her right there, I'm like, that's good enough. We took the shot and it looked like a perfect shot. And in reality, that thing would have probably just dropped right on the spot, especially getting hit with a 300 Magnum. But nonetheless, that's still a really cool rare. And because I don't have a ton of rare female red deer, we're going to get her mounted. Ooh, what do we kick up now? Okay. I just got a call from a red deer, and that's the level 5 that we wanted to get from before. So we'll bust out the 300 and just smoked him right there. Perfect shot on him and took him right down. Nope, no shots taken on that one except for one. 76 yards out, nice double lung shot. You can see the 300 Magnum has some really good penetration on the red deer. And honestly, I feel like you should definitely be able to hunt red deer with the 300 Magnum because a lot of people do in real life. All right, so he was way down over here because we took down the rare red deer, that female, and she ran over here. So now we got to get all the way back over here to find that other level 6 that we hit. You always want to check the tracks as well because you never know, there could be another stag that you never really got a chance to see in that same herd. All right, and here lays our last level 6. He was actually a pretty decent one for a level 6. He's got a cool looking rack on him. Let's pick him up and have a look at him. A 173.9, a really decent red deer. Took a nice right lung shot at 385 yards. Now, I honestly think if we took that shot with the 30-06, I don't think we would have had the penetration. Well, I know we wouldn't have as much penetration as the 300 Magnum, but I don't know if we would have had enough penetration to be able to get a single lung, which is why we decided to use the 300 Magnum. But a really decent looking rack on that stag right there. Check this out. I was just about ready to change the time, so I fast traveled to an outpost nearby, and all of a sudden I looked down the field and I saw a massive rack, and I was like, oh my god, that is what we're after right now. That's a giant stag out there, a huge level 7. He's 380 yards away. Now that right there is something that we're definitely not going to be using the 300 Magnum on. That right there is a very impressive stag. So let's try and figure out how we're going to get to this thing and make it happen. Do you guys remember when I just told you before, always check the tracks to make sure that there might not be another giant out there? Well, that's the exact same spot that we just were, and we took down all those red deer. I cannot even believe it at this point. But there's a massive stag out there. Holy, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. You're telling me that these things just appeared? There's 2 of them. They're like twins. Both incredible racks right there, side by side. Now, here's the thing though. We can only take down one, and we literally have to use the bow because otherwise we're gonna lose our zone. We have no choice here. Another thing is we have less than an hour to be able to get 200 yards away and try and get a shot on these stags, or at least one of them. All right, so if you had to choose, which one would you try and go for? Now be honest, which one would you pick? The one that has more points or the one that's really wide with super cool points? It's a tough decision, it really is. But in all reality, what I would basically do, without trying to get in my head too much, is whatever opportunity I had first, or whatever stag presented us with the best opportunity during the moment, is the one that I would go for. Because either way, either one of them is going to be super cool. So at this point here, you just got to try and wait for the right moment. And once you get that moment, you got to make it happen. Okay guys, we're 60 yards away right now. Look at the rack on that one right there. We're definitely in range and we can't get any closer or we're gonna get busted big time. So now all we can do is wait for an opportunity to take the shot. And I definitely want to zero in for 60 as well. So remember, it's gonna go 20, 40, 60. Look at that thing. All right, again, we still have a really good wind, but we just gotta wait for that perfect moment to take the shot. You know you're getting close when you can see the size of the rack without your binoculars. He's right up over this ridge here, right behind this giant hay bale. I mean, could you imagine if we could pull off a double here? I'm not gonna focus on that, but if it happens, it happens. I'm just saying. All right, so we finally got some cover. We're right behind this giant hay bale here. Now we're gonna creep up behind it and... oh, he's right there. We gotta take the shot, guys. Drilled him! Drilled him! Give me a follow-up. Give me a follow-up. All right, here he is. Let's have a look at him. Man, is he a massive, massive, incredible stag. Looks like we hit him a little bit high. 51 yards out, and we frickin' drilled him right in the spine. A 204.10. Definitely messed that one up. At least we got him, though. Again, if someday we could ever have a sight or a fixed bow sight that goes from 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 yards, I would just freaking love it. But until then, we have to sit here and go from 20, 40 to 60. So it's like you have to guess. I mean, honestly, 10 yards makes a huge difference. So right now, we're zeroed in for 60, right? The yellow pin is 60. That means the pin right above that is 40 and the pin above that is 20. So I have to go from 40 to 60 and try and guess where 50 yards is because we don't have a 50-yard pin. Is that seriously a red deer? What in the heck is that? No lie, when I just spotted that thing, I thought, okay, we found a mule deer. And it's a red deer. Holy, there we go. Now we're talking. That right there is a beast of a stag. Another giant level 7, 330 yards away. This time, we're going to take the shot from this opposite shoreline here. We'll use the 30-06 and go for a perfect shot because by the time we get all the way over there to try and make up for that bow shot, it's just not going to be worth it. So we're going to take a really nice shot from over here. In fact, we're going to take it from like right... Not there because there's a tree right in front of him. We definitely don't want to drill that tree. That would not be good. All right, much better right there. A perfect broadside, slightly quartering away shot at about 315 yards. So we'll back up just a little bit here. Get on this beautiful stag right out there and take the shot. Sunk it right in there beautifully. And he's going down. All right, well, we got him. Now, guess what? I have a tent right there. And I bet that stag's gonna be laying like right here. Watch this. This is gonna be pretty cool. All right, here we are. Get our binoculars out and look. Where might... Look at that. He's laying right next to the tent. Oh, and what a cool position to take some awesome pictures as well. So we might have messed up that one with the bow, but we definitely did not mess this one up. And we're going to get some amazing pictures of it as well. All right, one more right there. Such good lighting and everything. And let's pick him up. And that is going to be a 208.7 gold. We got a nice right lung shot at 318 yards out. What a giant, beautiful stag that we smoked him. Quartering away there at 300 yards. And another incredible rack on that stag right there. Just look at all the points on that thing and the mass. And again, I feel like this stag right here is way more impressive than what the current great one looks like right now. Just saying. But that's just my opinion. I mean, obviously, if you took this main frame, right, and just added like a few more inches on the top, it would just look incredible. I mean, they already look amazing, so I already knew it was going to be difficult for them to top what they already had. But anyways, that's just a little bit of feedback on what I thought about the upcoming update. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you realize that sometimes it's okay to make mistakes. Well, it's not really okay, but it happens sometimes. And you just have to accept it. Even though there's really no reason why that should have happened. Because if we ever get a sight that we can have a 10-yard pin all the way to a 50-yard pin in 10-yard increments, and that would never happen. Because I would have known exactly where to hold, and it would have been perfect. Instead of me trying to guess every single time. But I'm hoping that we get one in the future. Don't worry, I'm going to push it as hard as we can. So one thing is we need to get tracer arrows that are actually Luminox that stay lit the entire time as they fly through the air, and when they hit upon impact, they stay lit. And the next thing is we get a sight that stays in 10-yard increments. That's what I want, and that's what hopefully we'll get soon. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy and have a really good time out there trying to find yourself a great one, red deer. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, now this part's a little bonus here. We got a stag out there, 300 yards out, and we're gonna go for a Texas hard shot. Didn't get it. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Or did we get it? I don't think we got it.